greatest goblin that ever lived is here for a comic book review for this week of October 2014. I want to thank y'all for joining me here. Got a lot to talk about with Marvel and DC, and got one from IDW, so let's just go ahead and get started, shall we? We'll start Marvel off with all new X Factor number 15, Just Another Day in the Office. This is a tie-in to Axis, which I'm not reading the main story, nor do I care to. But what's going on is that Red Skull, with Charles Xavier's powers, is going around manipulating people to go completely psychotically crazy. And unfortunately, he gets to some of the members of X Factor in here. Not too much to say, but Peter David does a great job with tying into a story that I'm not reading. So there is that. And there's a couple of oh shit kind of moments in here. But all in all, I thought it was well written, well developed, well paced. The artwork helped sell it very well. This was an awesome issue. Not really much to nitpick or complain about. I'm not going to go into great lengths as to what goes on in here. But the team is at odds with each other by force. And some manipulations are done and everything. And there's going to be a full-fledged addition to this team, even though this series is going to end very soon. All in all, pretty damn good. Peter David still does a great job with this series, and I was really impressed. I give it a 3.5. Moving on to The Amazing Spider-Man number 8. Okay, y'all are expecting me to trash this, call Dan Slott a bunch of bad names that I'm going to get attacked for by a bunch of fucking troll sheep on the internet. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be truthful and admit that this issue was actually not that bad. The first story with Peter and the new Ms. Marvel and everything, not bad. Not bad. It's definitely, storytelling wise, is definitely picking up. Dan Slott and Christos Gage, they did a good job stepping this storyline up, you know, with a little less plot holes and everything. There are still some there, but there's some good team up. The Spidey and Ms. Marvel, they work well together. The artwork really shines for Ms. Marvel. Really impressive. Even though there are times she's kind of staring at Spider-Man like a doting fangirl, because she is one. There's a bit of a forced cameo in here. But what got me was the second story, the tie-in to Edge of Spider-Verse with Mayday Parker, Spider-Girl. Oh my God. One of Moreland's relatives hits the fans of Spider-Girl hard. Really hard. And a major sacrifice is made to help save Mayday. Yeah, I'll minorly spoil that. Mayday does survive. But, oh my God, just barely. It's like this, but at the same time, I feel like this is kind of bittersweet. This is Marvel's way of saying, hey, I kind of also feel like this is indeed Marvel's way of saying, hey, all of you fans who want Spider-Girl back, you want us another Spider-Girl series? Fuck you, you're not getting one, because we're going to do this to her. That's, I enjoyed it, yet at the same time, I had that feeling as well, so it's kind of half and half on me. All in all, it's not great, but I would say it was really good. Compared to the last few issues of Amazing Spider-Man, this actually wasn't that bad. I give it a 3, because even though Spider-Man is my all-time favorite superhero, I'm still not feeling any of that magic that this title once had. So, but I'm going to be nice and give it a 3. Moving on to Amazing X-Men number 12. Oh man, this is the conclusion to World War Wendigo. Just incredible. Really good. They toned down Aurora's dialogue in here a lot because she came off as such a miserable fucking cunt in the last issue with how she was talking to people, especially North Star. This Wendigo story wrapped up pretty nicely. A bit hokey in some spots with some of the X-Men literally becoming gods and everything. I thought that was a bit of a stretch, storytelling-wise, but hey, it works. It works for me. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. Very well wrapped up. Of course, we all know this takes place way before Death of Wolverine story happens because Wolverine is in this. So you got to keep that in perspective. Not bad. Very nicely wrapped up. Very well put together. I liked it. I give it a 3.5. Moving on to New Warriors, number 11. Chris Yost. Oh man, I'm really going to miss this series when it goes, but man, all this issue basically was the Warriors getting their collective asses kicked. Pure and simple. The whole issue was nothing but that. Them getting their asses whipped hard. To the point where I'm honestly thinking they may not survive this fight. Of course, we pretty much know they probably will because of the cliffhanger at the end of the issue, but to everybody who worked on this, well played. I liked it. This was good. Still, it's going to pay me to see this story end because these are some really good characters, really interesting characters that I could easily get behind, and it's been fun. I give it a 3.5. Alright, we're moving on to DC, starting off with Aquaman, number 35. This is part 1 of the Maelstrom. King No More. Jeff Parker, Paul Belletier. They do a good job with this. This is a nice beginning to this particular storyline. Some of the storytelling kind of dragged a little bit with, this is Atlantis' history. Atlantis was once this, was once that. I mean, I kind of felt like there were a couple of plot points that felt a little repeated, time to time. But it didn't hurt the overall pacing of the story. I thought it was still well told. We didn't hardly get any action in here. We got some good stuff from Mira. Of course, Mira. Love Mira. Fucking A. Arthur, you got a hot wife. But this was really good. A bit hurt by the repetitiveness of the plots. But man, did this issue end on a what kind of cliffhanger. Ooh! We're really going somewhere. And I liked how they explained what's going on with Atlantis' infrastructure as long as Arthur is king. There's this beginning issue and this cover right here suggests that Arthur may have to give up his crown, but they go into great detail to explain why that may possibly happen, and I liked that. I thought that was really well handled. A good issue, really great read. I had fun. A bit repetitive in some spots, like I mentioned earlier, but overall, really nice job, and I fucking loved that cliffhanger. I give it a 4. Alright, moving on to Batman 66, number 16, Egghead Unbound. I like Egghead. I thought he was one of those really cheap characters that always relied on puns. I think he was probably the inspiration behind Arnold Schwarzenegger's rendition of Mr. Freeze, always speaking in fucking horrible puns. But here, I just wasn't feeling it. It's like Egghead emerges from a giant egg and all of a sudden he has mental powers and he's able to change the world around him. He's able to change the physiology of things around him, but it has a side effect to it, and I kind of liked that perspective on it. All in all, this was it was fun. It's not a series meant to be taken seriously. It was fun for what it was. It just wasn't the most fun issue of the series. I kind of felt like they could have gone further with it. All in all, I liked it. It was entertaining. It's meant to be that way. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be cheesy. It's meant to be campy. It's intentional, and God bless you, DC, for it. Good stuff. I give it a 3. What you gonna do? Moving on to The Flash, number 35. The fight you've been waiting for. Flash battles Future Flash. Man, this issue really painted a picture on just how fucking batshit crazy Future Barry Allen really fucking is. It's like he even points out to his younger self here that even though you're clearly the fastest man alive, you still haven't really truly learned how to fight. And I was like, holy shit, he's right! I mean, yeah, he can run up to you and throw a punch and then run away and everything. But really, does Barry Allen really, truly know how to fight in a hand-to-hand combat basis? I'm like, wow. I never even thought about that until now. He's future Barry Allen. As crazy as he is, he's right. And I love the names that he listed off on who trained him to fight. And I'm not going to ruin that. That was pretty impressive. And I'm going to use a wrestling term here. We get a surprise run-in from somebody to help save young Barry Allen from future Barry Allen. And a nice twist that I thought was really well handled. A little bit forced, but all in all, I got to say, this issue, nice. This was nice. I liked it. Really good. I enjoyed this. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Just not perfect. I give it a 4. Moving along to Harley Quinn, number 11. Harley Quinn and Power Girl? Oh, man. This was fun. This was fun. Okay. Power Girl crashes down on the Earth's surface right in front of Harley. She has no memory. She's got amnesia. And she's with Harley. Go. This was hilarious. Fun. Just really good. Harley's trying to convince Power Girl that she's actually part of a superhero team with Harley instead of, with the Justice League or whatever the fuck ever. This was fun. This was pure fun. All the inside jokes about the boob window and everything. This was great. It was fun. God damn it, I love this series. Just because it was so goddamn entertaining and so fucking fun. I loved it. I give it a 4. Fuck it, it's my show. I can grade them however I want. Next up, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, number 18. Get a look at that goddamn cover. Ain't that fucking sweet? She has the power. I'm pretty much willing to bet you know what's gonna happen in this issue. The cover kind of gives it away, doesn't it? Yeah, but I'm still not going to spoil a damn thing because, man, this was good. This was a huge step up from the last issue. A bit predictable, but, man, was it good. Was it well handled? This was amazing. Very nicely done. It's leading up to the upcoming Eternity War series, which, yes, I am on board for. And already got it ordered here at Arkham Comics. I'm ready for it. The Eternity War. If you're a He-Man fan, if you grew up on this character, whether it was the original 80 series or the 2003 series, if you're a He-Man fan, do yourselves a favor. Get the trades. Get these issues. Jump on board with this series because, man, this has been fan-fucking-tastic. This issue was good. It was solid. Not perfect, but great. Loved it. She does indeed have the power. Fucking awesome. I give it a 4. Last for DC, we're going with Red Lanterns number 35. This is part 5 of Act 1 of Godhead. All this basically was some of the new gods going to fuck with Guy Gardner. That's pretty much all this was. Guy Gardner and Simon Baz, the latest Green Lantern, pretty much get their asses kicked by the new gods, and then they get called away concerning something that's going on with the High Father, which you pretty much already know what's going on there. But Guy is full of himself at times. But he says that, he's basically saying they're screwing with the wrong people. I'm like, what kind of a statement are you making, Guy, when you just got your ass handed to you and you're going to go back and try to fight them back again? I'm like, Guy Gardner and Simon Baz were clearly outmatched and outclassed. They look like fucking losers compared to the new gods, and I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? But all in all, well told, good action, some good lines, good character development, especially for Guy Gardner, even though he was kind of a little full of shit on this particular issue. Not bad, pretty well handled. I give it a 3.5. And we're ending this review with IDW. We're ending it with, oh yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters #1. Oh, 80s child nerdgasm. Oh, fucking yes. I was ready and waiting for this. This was a phenomenal start to this series. I loved how these two franchises crossed over. I loved how this begins. This was so good. So many different artists working on here. Tom Burnham, Waltz, everybody, you all did a fantastic job. Everything just clicked in here. It was so well done. So fucking awesome. The 80s, my childhood is just running around on a fucking sugar high. I grew up on these two franchises when I was a kid. I loved them. I still love them to this day. And I have to thank IDW from the bottom of my 80s heart for giving us this. If you write the rest of this miniseries like you started this one, you got a guaranteed buyer. You got a guaranteed fan. You've got a satisfied 80s fanboy. Thank you so fucking much. This was great. It's not a 5 out of 5, but it's damn close. I give it a 4. This was awesome. I loved it. Even though there was a few problems with some of the artwork. However, with that being said, the storytelling, the character development, everything, it just felt right. Just felt right. I loved it. This is hands down my pick of the week. There you go. Well, it's all from this particular review, everybody. If you follow me on Facebook, I'm pretty much willing to bet you know what's coming up later on for a future episode of Arkham Asylum Studio with me and Jennifer. Also, the Midtown Comic Stashes are coming back. I'm almost done with the last pile that my bro, TheMtVernonKid, has sent me. Got some issues of RoboCop, issue 1 of G.I. Joe, and the finishing touches on Batwing. So be staying tuned for that when it comes out. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, to Blugoblin X. Don't forget my bro. Give him all the love and support he deserves. TheMtVernonKid. Don't forget me and my baby Jennifer. We do Arkham Asylum Studio. We got to find something to work on, and we did. And as soon as we find the time, we're going to talk about something, and I can't wait to do it. We found something, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget, of course, two of my old buds, Deadpoolzilla and Brandon Hex. I want to thank everybody for their patience. I'm trying to get back up to snuff with social media and everything, considering what's been going on here lately. But thank you. Thank you for all your support. Thanks for all the respect. I've been getting a lot of respect through personal messages, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, stuff like that. I'm really flattered. I really am. Thank you so much. It's respect and support like that that makes me want to keep doing this. I do it for you. And because sometimes I like to shoot my mouth off, whether it's about something good or about something totally bullshit. So, thanks again for watching, everybody. And until next time, see y'all later. Goodbye.